Welcome everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. There is a saying that a person is as big as his thoughts. This is an eternal truth that has been proven from the lives of successful people throughout the ages. Napoleon Hill said in his famous book, Think and Grow Rich, that what a person thinks becomes his life. So why can't most people succeed? Do they not think, or do they not discover their potential? Today's story will help you find the answer to that question. So watch the video carefully and listen to the story till the end. I swear this video can change you. Once upon a time, there was a beggar at a city railway station. That beggar used to beg from all the passengers sitting on the trains that came there to feed himself. One day, when that beggar went to beg, he saw a rich man lying in a soot boat. Then, the beggar thought, surely this man is very rich. And if I ask for beg from him, he will definitely give me a lot of money. Then the beggar went to that rich man and started begging. But seeing the beggar, the rich man said, do you always ask for only money from people? Ever have you given someone something in exchange for something? The beggar was surprised to hear that. Sir, I am just a beggar. I live by begging from people. How can I give anything to anyone? Then the rich man said, since you cannot give anything to anyone, then you have no right to ask for anything from anyone. I am a businessman, and I believe in dealings. If you have something to give me, I can give you something in return. And if you cannot give me anything, then I cannot give you anything either. Then the rich man got on the train and left. Meanwhile, the beggar sat and thought about what the businessman had said. The beggar thought that, I have been begging for so long, but no one has ever said such a thing to me. Although the businessman did not say anything bad really, if I cannot give anything to anyone, how can I ask for anything from other people? Then the beggar thought, maybe that is why people do not want to give me much money, because I cannot give anything to anyone in return for begging. Then the beggar thought, I am just a beggar. How can I give anything to another person? But this is also true. How long will I keep asking people without giving anything to a person? Finally, the beggar decided that, from today onwards, whoever gives him alms, the beggar will definitely give him something in return. But now, the beggar was thinking only about this. Instead of alms, he could give to others. 2 days passed. While thinking about this, the beggar did not beg for anything. On the third day, when the beggar was sitting at the station, he saw some flowering trees on the other side of the station. Many flowers were blooming on the trees. Then, what if I gave alms to people instead of giving me alms? Then, the beggar decided that from today onwards, he would give 1 flower to each person instead of alms. Thinking about this, the beggar plucked some flowers from the trees. Then, taking those flowers in his hand, he reached the train to beg. Whenever someone gave alms to the beggar would give a flower to the person in front of him, and the person would happily keep that flower with him. Now, the beggar used to pick flowers every day and give 1 flower to each person from whom he asked for alms. After a few days, the beggar noticed that more and more people were giving him alms. As long as he had flowers, people would give him more and more alms. But when the flowers ran out, no one would give him alms anymore. And this continued every day. One day, when the beggar got on the train to beg, he saw the businessman sitting on the train, which is why he started giving flowers to people instead of alms. Then the beggar quickly went to the businessman and said, today, I have something to give you. If you give me alms, I will give you some flowers instead. The businessman gave the beggar some money, and the beggar gave some flowers to the businessman. The businessman liked the beggar's cleverness, so he said, today, you have become a businessman like me. After saying this, he took the flowers and went to the train. The businessman got down at the station and left. Meanwhile, once again, the beggar started thinking about the words of the businessman. The beggar thought, how can I become a businessman? After thinking a lot, the beggar realized that now he too can be successful in life because now he also knows the secret of success. Then the beggar got down from the train and shouted loudly, looking at the sky, and said, "I am not a beggar. Now, I am a businessman. I can also be like that rich businessman. I can also be rich." When the beggar was shouting all these things, the people around him thought that maybe he had gone mad. The next day, the beggar was not seen at the station again. 6 months later, 2 men in suits and boots started their journey at the station. Both of them looked at each other and shook hands with each other. The first man said, "Do you recognize me?" The second man said, "No, I don't recognize you. I think this is the first time I am meeting you." Then the first man smiled a little and said, "We have met twice before on this train. I am the beggar whom you told me what to do in life in the first meeting. And when we met for the second time, you told me who I really am." Then the second person laughed and said in surprise, "I remember you are that beggar whom I once refused to give alms.
The second time I bought some flowers from you. But where are you going in this suit and boots? What are you doing these days?" Then the first person said, "Yes, I am that beggar. But today I am a big flower merchant, and I am going to another city because of my business." Then the first person after a while said, "What you told me in the first meeting is actually a law of nature, that we will get something only when we give something. I could feel it very well, but even then I always considered myself a beggar and I never thought about anything else. But the second time I met you, you told me that I have also become a businessman, and then I understood why people give me so much alms, because they were not giving me alms, but they were paying the price of the flowers. Every person who bought my flowers, they were taking it because they couldn't get flowers cheaper anywhere else. Although I was a small businessman, in the eyes of people, I was still a beggar in my own eyes. And only after you told me, I realized that I was also a small businessman. Then, with the money I saved, I bought many flowers and started a flower business. People today like flowers a lot, and this choice of theirs has made me a big flower businessman today." At the end of the conversation, they got off the train and went on their own paths. Dear viewers, how life will be for us depends on our perspective. If you think of yourself as small, then you will remain small. But if you can recognize the potential within yourself, then you can also do something big one day. So, don't look down on yourself. See yourself as a successful, strong, and capable person. Because when your thoughts change, your future will change. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.